In creating a stronger, smarter school, it is really difficult to talk about what it looks like. What I'd like to think is what it feels like. So when you walk in the doors at our school, some of the comments that I get from community, and again I feel very proud about it, is I love the way this school feels. I felt very welcome when I come in. They're the types of things that I think a stronger, smarter school can look like.
After we check in, we're going to do our maths game.
Education for our mob is of the utmost importance. Making sure that our children are capable and can mix it with the best of them academically is very, very important.
What mob and tribe do you come from?
Camillo and Elderville.
Culture is significant, especially for Aboriginal students. That's part of their identity. The more strength and knowledge that they have around their culture, the more strength they have in their identity. And what we want to have is Aboriginal students leaving primary school, going to high school and having the same philosophies and learning about their culture, so that they become very strong, independent learners and ready for the world once high school's finished. It's important for every student to learn about Aboriginal culture as the oldest surviving culture in the world, and traditional descendants of these lands. It's good that every student should know a little bit about Aboriginal culture to make sure that they have a very informed knowledge around it through not only the traditional lifestyles but the contemporary issues as well. And we try to give a really good holistic approach to that at Briar Road Public School with our Aboriginal Cultural Studies program.
I come on the backs of some great leadership that had been here at Briar Road, so I felt like there was some work to do, and it was more about my own personal touch on the school. Things like creating an environment that children wanted to be in was important to me. Small wins like creating a school playground that was homely and that had purpose. 305 children across P to 6. We have 115 Aboriginal students here. And then our next biggest population are our people of Māori descent and of the Pacifics. Higher expectation relationships are the norm here. I get great pride in saying that. When I look at what we do in terms of community and parent engagement, what we do in terms of student engagement, it looks differently than it looks at other schools. For some schools it might look the same, but most importantly it's what works for us.
One take, people, one take.
Because it took so long.
So every day we check in as a class just to see how the boys are feeling, just a gauge for me to know what support, what strategies I'll need to put in place, just to get them through the day. The data was showing that there was a lot of negative incidents, mainly within the playground, but also in the classroom, just in terms of being disengaged. So when I first had the class, it was about 59% of the whole school were coming out of the classroom. That's a lot of kids disengaged. So taking that statistic, that kind of helped us to understand that there was a need. And it dropped significantly, and now it's at about, I think it's 9.5%. I don't really do anything crazily different in here. For me, it's just quality teaching. So, building those relationships, getting to know the student, the families, and giving them what they need in terms of what's going to help them progress with their learning, whether it be social or emotional or academic or whatever it is.
Our culture here is one where humour is at the core. We're a very light school. We're about light and letting go. I'd describe the leadership program as one of the most important and life-altering programs that I've been on. It challenged me personally in a way that I'd never been challenged before, which ultimately led to challenging me professionally. And there's no other course that I've been on yet that can do that as effectively as it did at Stronger Smarter.